The first thing I need to do when I want to collect monies for a certain campaign or fund in TAM is establish a donation SKU. The donation SKU allows us to essentially name the fund itself, and we can name that anything we want. We can have as many of these as we want. We also need to indicate that it's a donation type SKU. That activates the donation tab. We'll look at that in just a minute. And then we departmentalize this to help indicate where the fund should flow to in our accounting. The next thing that we can do is go to the donation tab, and we're able to put in donation specific information or parameters for the donations that will be made in the customer facing and e-commerce areas. Things like minimum amount, maximum amount, whether to allow honoree or memorial designations on this particular fund or campaign, and also whether to allow company matching to be implemented. Those checkboxes will change what can be entered at the time that the donation is made. The next thing that we do is we would go to Web Info tab and decide whether we want to publish the item. If we would like to publish it to the web, we simply would select that, and the item will be published to the web. Would be a good idea if you were publishing an item to the web to fill in a commentary, also potentially some pictures as well. The next step in configuring campaigns in TAM, especially on the e-commerce side, should you plan to utilize eTAM to collect them on the web, is to set up your quick donation page. Now, the quick donation page is simply a page that you can reference from anywhere on the web, whether it be your marketing site, social medias, and allow people to link right in, select an amount, the designation, or where they'd like the funds to be directed, put in a comment, collect additional information, and so forth. We'll go right to the donation section of the eStore Designer, which I have up on the screen, and we would load in all of our various designations. Now again, you saw us create the general fund, but we have garden upkeep, K-12 programs, public exhibitions. There could be any number of areas that people could direct their funds to, and these are all donation SKUs that I've created, and those are simply added by clicking add and then finding or entering that SKU number. Then we're allowed to put in the standard amounts, donation amounts, that we would like to make it easy for them to offer by using a radial button on that page. So we could make any denomination we want here. Of course, if they want to make a donation for an amount other than this, there is a facility for doing that in the system on the website as well. Okay, the other thing you want to do is put in a header for your sites. These are HTMLs that encourage people to support your organization. They could be images, they could have Java, whatever you need in them. And there's banner ads for both our quick donation page and our browse page for donations on the e-commerce site. So that's all there is to setting up the donation parameters for e-commerce. There's one final way to support campaigns in TAM through the use of the point of sale, and that is through what's called roundup donations. These can be activated at any registers within a business unit, so it's on a business unit level. You first have to create a donation SKU called roundup donation, and again categorize it to the proper department so the funding goes to the proper account in your accounting. The donation tab is available here, but not necessary, because there is no minimum or maximum, and there's no such thing as honoree or company, so that doesn't make any difference. The next step, and this is done by your system administrator, is in the TAM setup area. We'll go into the point of sale parameters screen, and we will go into quick donations. Now we have a donation method, a roundup, and then we'll insert that SKU number right into here. This will activate roundup donations at the register. And again, if you wanted to turn it off for any reason, you could do that by selecting a no donation prompt. There's also a capability to set up a fixed donation window, so you can allow for fixed donations to be collected rather than roundup donations. And those also can be projected to the Ingenico device should you want to do that.